welcome back. It's time to meet this week's Life on Top. Enjoy.
She is called the Princess of Africa. Her energy is so contagious that even world leaders get up to dance when she hits the stage.
Sing with me, I'm in love, 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 love.
Yvonne Chaka Chaka is one of Africa's music legends renowned both at home and abroad. She talks about her early years in Soweto, South Africa.
Growing up in Soweto, during apartheid, and, having a father who died when I was 11, and mom being a domestic worker, I must say, as a young child in Soweto, you never saw the light at the end of the tunnel, because you didn't know if you will wake up in the morning, your house will be bombed, you'll be shot or anything. And living in town, because my mother worked as a domestic worker, because the then government had taken the house from her because she was a single woman, so she was not allowed to own a home. So they took the house, which was our home, from her because she was a single mother, and we lived with the white people in a small backyard room. And it was very difficult, but as I grew up, at the back of my mind, I've always wanted to be somebody. I've always wanted to be something. I've always wanted to air my views.
Yvonne calls her mom a hero who raised 3 daughters on a meager salary of 40 rands per month.
We were 3 girls and her, so it's 4 women in this house, without a brother, without a father. Any Tom, Dick and Harry would come and try to take advantage of us, but mom protected us with absolutely everything. She was there to make sure that we were not going to go and beg next door for food, or we were not going to go and find a Peter or a Ritz to make you feel good and give you $1, because every girl wants to look good. Every girl wants an extra money. Every girl wants extra shoes or to look beautiful. But mom made sure. She used to say, I will sell my shoe to make sure that you girls have got absolutely everything. Mom would take her food from work and bring it home for us to eat. And for that, she's my hero. She protected us. She was there for us with the 40 rands, which is less than $5. She made sure that we had food, we'd gone to school, and we'd been clothed from that. And I look at her and I think, really, I'm the woman that I am today because of her.
At an early age, Yvonne was determined to make something of herself. She became the first black to appear on TV in South Africa when she auditioned for Sugar Shack, a talent show in 1981.
Long ago, things were done amazingly. When people were advertising, they'll go with a loudspeaker and go, hello, hello, on the 12th or the 13th, we'll be coming to Soweto. We need kids to... And, we'll run after this car because everybody wants to hear what is happening. And it was amazing. The hall was packed. And the guys sat there. We saw cameras, we saw lights, and we were like, what is happening? Are we in a movie here? I mean, every child thought they wanted to do something. And Bernard Joffrey, just said, okay, those who can sing one side, those who can dance.
However, her music career didn't kick off until sometime later. She tells of her mom's reaction to her singing.
1981, because I think I was 12 or 13 at that time. Mom was not worried because she knew that I still had to go to school. And for me, it was not something that I looked at. It's not something that I thought this was going to be what I'm going to do. For me, it was one thing, it's coming, it's passing, and that's it. And I'll be on TV, and who cares? And for as long as I've got the money, that's all that made me okay. And it was not something that I thought I would do. But when I actually started, when I completed my high school, I just turned 19, and I was then found. They'd been looking for a lady to sing, apparently, and the song had been written. I'm in love with the DJ. They'd had different girls singing their songs. I guess they didn't like them. My mom was very upset. So I did all the recording, I did all the photo shoots, I did all the cover sleeves and everything without mom knowing. I was 19. The only snag was that when we had to finally do everything, mom had to sign the contract because I was not 21. In South Africa, you don't sign a contract. And that's when we had to spill the beans to say, Mom, I've been doing this and this and this, and she was not happy at all.
Yvonne has 2 diplomas from the University of South Africa and also studied speech and drama at Trinity College in London. She didn't let her career success derail her education.
Me, I thought I have to have something to fall back on. So I sang. I'm in love with the DJ. Within 5 days, it sold 25,000 copies. And money was coming. People were starting to recognize me. People were waving. People wanted autographs and things like that. But I just said, you know what, goes up must come down. I then thought I have to go to school.
Throughout her illustrious career, Yvonne has met numerous global legends like Nelson Mandela, Miriam Makeba, and others. She says these legends have influenced her music.
Heard about so many people and you thought, I would never meet these people, the Miriam Makebas of this world. But you know, when my doors opened, when I started performing, because for me this is how I would air my views, this is how I disseminated information out to the world and to the people. And when I met people like Annie Lennox, like Yusundu, like Angelique Kidjo, I mean, by the way, she's like a madcap. She's just she's amazing. Yeah. You know, when I go with her in Johannesburg and in Sandton, and she's like, is this South Africa? Is this Africa? You know, I mean, she's just an amazing, amazing lady. I really look up to her. Really, for me, it has made me a better person. It has made me understand other people's cultures and other people's music.
Her defining moment?
Women are talking about dying, giving birth in this day and age. Pregnant women dying from malaria, from AIDS, and all these things. Women have to walk 3-4 days just to go to a clinic. And when I go out there and see all these women tackling the bull by the horn and, you know, holding the knife on the sharp edge and saying, give us, empower us, educate us, equip us, we will do things for ourselves, and not sitting there and feeling sorry for themselves or asking. That for me is the real defining moment, because I say, these are unsung heroes.
Yvonne Chaka Chaka is UN's Goodwill Ambassador for Rulebug Malaria and also UNICEF. In her role as a Goodwill Ambassador, she has been opportuned to see a lot of improvements in Rulebug Malaria, but also a lot more can be done.
Impact, so much improvement, and I've seen change. I've seen women saying, you know, Yvonne, you came here last time and now we're sleeping under the nets. We're educating other women here. Some of the women who are HIV positive, we make sure that they don't have malaria because they will die from that. Women who are HIV positive and living with TB, we make sure they get their medication. So really for me, I'm so fulfilled. I always say, you know I've done a little and there's still more to be done.
Beyond the musical, she is dedicated to making a difference in the lives of the African people.
On Trends today, we ask why some women just can't do without having their pictures taken. Photography.
No, I think it's not small this time, right?
Say cheese!
Yeah, that's more like it. Good, that's it.
Pictures form a very integral part of the society as they are used to examine a scene in detail, help to remember events, record experiences, tell a story. They're also instrumental in capturing fleeting images. These still images most times speak louder than words. In fact, one picture is equivalent to 100 words.
People could take pictures to keep memories, like you give birth to a new baby, so you take pictures at different stages of his or her life.
I like capturing moments.
To remember what to do, maybe just now or yesterday or day before yesterday. That's why I think people take pictures.
There are people snap pictures because they look photogenic in it, yeah.
They take pictures because of, let me say, reference purposes. So they take it for at least for the future. Like I was like this when I was like 20 years and now I'm 30. You know, they like to notice the difference, so they take pictures because of that.
Pictures is like you capture the parade of human events.
Though enjoyed by both gender, the female folks seem to have an interesting use and desire for pictures. The question is, what is so fascinating about those still images that ladies love so much?
I love taking pictures very much. To keep memories, and also I take pictures to see how I look.
Just reminds me of what I do every day. I like to take picture every day because it reminds me, it makes me smile sometimes when I'm angry.
Because it makes me look lovely, you know.
I love taking picture. Maybe if I'm in beach, I would like to take a picture down to my friend so that I can tell them I went to beach today, for them to confirm maybe it's true or no.
From pictures of her nails, her latest purchase, to even what she looks like each morning, ladies are bent on capturing every moment at every occasion. With a sharing platform like social media, women have found even more interesting ways to take pictures. It is all in the pose. But not every lady finds taking pictures an enjoyable pastime.
I don't like it. I feel shy.
I'm not just a freak about pictures. I like myself like this. I prefer people see me this way than on picture. Look different.
Apart from ladies and their fondness for pictures, photography no doubt has helped a lot of people pay their bills, put food on their table and take care of their families.
I've been in photo business for over 20 years now. Actually started photography as an undergraduate at the University of Benin. That was in 1988. So it's been a while. So while I was in school, while taking pictures, I was making a bit of money from it, you know. So that got me interested more, you know. And when I set out, I told myself I wanted to be a photographer of distinction. You know, right from that time, what I had at the back of my mind was that photographers all over the world are millionaires. I will not be different, you know. I will not be different.
We had to ask, who are your biggest clients?
From my own experience, and I'm sure a lot of photographers will concur, the female gender, they have a passion for photography, so the more, and you know, they are more sensitive about how they look.
For these women, taking pictures is not something they intend to stop doing anytime soon.
This brings us to the end of today's show. But remember, a woman's world is taking a stand against child marriage. We're saying that if she's not old enough to vote, she's certainly not old enough to be a bride. If you feel the same way, we'd appreciate your comments and suggestions on Twitter at TVC Women's World and Facebook, A Woman's World TVC News. Before we go, here's a message for you. Hope you have had a good time. Do tune in next time. I am Oinola Sali.